All right, everybody. I think our next run is ready of Sonic Heroes with Nacho. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Nacho from the main Nacho series. You're probably going to say Vic is not doing well, don't worry. Well, right now I'm going to play Sonic Heroes from PC. Next to me, not literally, is my lovely commentator Critical Sid. Hello Sid.
Hello, I'm actually quite far from being right next to him. He's in Argentina, I'm in the Netherlands. That's like that's some distance right there, but we're here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to need to know which voices are we hearing today for the run. I had the incentive of English versus Japanese voices.
Just doing one last check.
Don't worry about Big the Cat, chat.
Yeah.
Big the Cat's okay.
Yeah. I need to do that because, as a fun fact, there is no option to change voices in this game. You actually had to get a Japanese copy of the game for this. So yeah, that's fun.
I believe, and I'm checking just again, I believe it is Japanese.
Oh, we're going to lose time. Okay.
So the funny thing about Japanese is that there's a little mechanic in this game called Team Blast, and with Japanese voice lines, that lasts longer.
Yeah.
So we're making Nacho lose time. It's like what, a couple seconds per team blast. It should be fine.
You know it's Japanese because
I confirmed it is Japanese.
Okay.
All right.
So going to start here. And for more immersion, I'm going to use the Japanese dialogue.
Oh, true. My immersion. Very important.
Okay. So run starts when I first start, so let's start in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Good luck, Nacho. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna be doing Team Chaotix. Team Chaotix is a mission-based system. They're gonna have like something different flavor for every stage. And this is Sonic Heroes, where we have 3 characters that we can switch between as well, each representing their information. We have speed, we have power, and we have flight. And Nacho is going to make good use of all 3 of those just to navigate the stage as quickly as possible. So on this stage, we need to get 10 hermit grabs. There's a total of 20 in the stage, so we can pick and choose which ones we want. But the first 10 also just happen to be the fastest to get, so that's what we're going to be doing. As you can see, there's a lot of switching back and forth between all of the formations in order to actually do all of the movement optimally and all that kind of stuff. A lot going on. There's way too many moves to explain in this first stage because this stage is only going to be about a minute. If you're seeing a couple of like frame ups, don't worry about it. Nacho is streaming this from a hot potato right now. It's unfortunately the best we got. It should be fine most of the time, but occasionally it might be a few freezes. Anyway, back to the video game. So there's a bunch of breakable blocks all across this stage. Nacho's been using the power character to break them because they're the only one who can. That's what they're the power character for, and that's how we can get to all of these hidden hermit grabs. And then as soon as he hits the 10th one, there you go, stage is done. Whole bunch of tech that he was doing throughout that. We have the flight character, of course, that can fly. They have like a limited flight meter that they can use in order to actually get through all of that. And there's also a small little trick that he was doing where he was doing the power character Vector's ground pound move, and then immediately before hitting the ground even switching to SPO, which gives SPO a little speed boost. There's no loading screens, by the way, because Nacho is playing the PC version, and despite the fact that we're on a hot potato, it still just does not have loading times, because this is a game from 2004. So, you know, no, none of that nonsense. So Right here we have Vector's glide ability, and Vector's glide ability is actually incredibly important on the PC version of the game, because the PC version has an exclusive glitch called the Ultra Glide, and this glide ability, if you do it while your gravity is inverted, say from like a slope or something right here, then the correction for that gravity does not work properly on PC and makes that gigantic glide happen. It's quite a thing. So that's what Nacho is going to be using for a bit. The mission in this stage is to get to the Lost Chow, which is basically just at the end of the stage, so it's kind of a get to the end kind of mission. Nacho also picked up a key in this stage, because that's the other part of this category, and why it's in Completithon. We're going to be getting all of the Chaos Emeralds. And the only thing the Chaos Emeralds do in this game is that they unlock the last story, which is also a milestone incentive.
Yeah,
so if you want to see Nacho do last story as well, get to 250.
If you want to see more game in a true Sonic fashion, where you just beat the big bad guy with Power of Friendship and Golden Sonic, donate.
Absolutely. So, in order to get the emeralds, we need to do the special stages. And the special stages in Heroes exist to have banging music, which we will not actually get to hear much from, because they are over pretty quickly. You grab these orbs, the orbs give you a speed boost, and with that speed boost, by holding down the button, you can just kind of like keep the speed boost. Except we're on PC, we're not using the speed boost, because what we have instead is an unfinished speed formation. And in speed formation, there is many things in the game that do not have a speed cap. So if you just stay in speed and you just kind of keep walking, then you'll progressively build up speed until you catch up to the emerald. It's great.
Yeah, like
that is PC exclusive.
It's not like instantly, but just to make the process quicker of getting the emerald, you just to make that process quicker, you just like be very, very close to the curves, and you make sure to catch the emerald faster. I saw this was the boss fight.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Yeah, the bosses in this game go by pretty quickly. Basically, the game intended for Nacho to just chase down the boss fight. We didn't really want to do any of that. Instead, there's a beach behind them that he can make the boss land on, and then on the way, there's fortunately an invulnerability power-up, which means that Vector can just brush up against the boss and wail on him, and there you go. That's Eggman gone. Or is it Eggman? Thinking face emoji.
Okay. I don't know any Japanese, but thankfully the plot is the same in both languages. Story here, Team Chaotix got dragged to some shenanigans. They just want to pay the rent. Most relatable story ever.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Other teams like, oh, I gotta save the world. Oh, we gotta give it to Eggman. Or it's like, oh, we're finding our lost friends. The Chaotix just trying to pay the next bills, dude. They're just trying to pay the next bills. But yeah, the mission in this one is to destroy all of the robots, and in order to do that, Nacho is going to have to level up his formations to get some additional benefits. Every formation can be sped up to yeah. To 3 times, which we're going to be seeing again, because unfortunately Nacho fell down before the path.
I forgot how to press the jump button.
No, many such cases happens to me all the time. Maybe if you ran on a GameCube controller, you wouldn't forget, because the A button is so big. But yeah, the formations and the level ups. Basically, they just make the formations better. You start at level 0 for all of them, and then throughout the stage you can level all of them up. For speed formation, SPO's homing attack, where he just homes in on a target and does damage. It's in every 3D Sonic. You've probably seen it before if you've seen a Sonic game before in your life. But yeah, that starts doing more damage. Normally it only does 1 damage. Then at level 1 it does 2, at level 2 it does 3 damage, and then at level 3 there's something called wind physics, which can de-shield enemies, flip turtles, just with the homing attack. There's other moves that have that as well, but yeah, that's basically what they're for. This stage can also be quite scary, by the way, just to break up the explanation of the level up mechanics a little bit. because there's once again no speed caps, and the paths in this stage level you up. Nacho's also been doing a very cool tech that I'm actually not very good at, and he is kind of nailing, which is in order to destroy enemies, he's switching between the formations. Whenever you're in power formation, your teammates are just kind of on home in status. They will try to home in on targets, and you can trigger them to do that extra fast by switching into power formation. So by switching between speed and back to power, then speed back to power, he can trigger that initial homing attack that your teammates want to do repeatedly. To very quickly get rid of a couple of robots. That's very good.
Yeah, that's
honestly
actually quickly relatively new strat that came out, I believe, this year. I don't know. There was a moment where I just was in time stop with this game because it is one of these green games that can make you burn out so quickly.
Yeah. Something else that Nacho's been doing in this stage is another PC exclusive thing, which is with the speed formation. If he just builds up a bunch of speed, then he can just kind of jump against the wall and it will send him flying. That's a collision thing with the walls on the PC version, and maybe the weird unfinished speed formation that comes with it. But yeah, it's very nice exclusive tech to the PC version once again.
Yeah, funny enough, like it's possible in every wall, but just depending on the collision of that wall, it can be harder or easier. For example, that wall in Grand Metro, for somehow it's easier, but there is a wall in future levels that is just like frame perfect for some reason. Not every wall has the same collision.
Yeah. So anyway, other formation things that are important is that for Vector, at every level, he gets like an increasingly more powerful finisher at the end of his basic combo. You will be seeing that a couple times in some boss fights. And for Charmy, Charmy has an attack called Thundershoot where he throws his teammates to stun characters. At level 1, it no longer does damage to the teammate that is used, which allows it to bounce between characters, and at level 2, it starts doing damage. Level 3, it attracts rings, which is not really useful, but, you know, might as well finish the explanation. Right now, we have Power Plant. Power Plant's mission is to destroy 3 of the 5 golden turtles. The first one is actually at the very back of the stage, which we can use Charmy's flowers for. So that's what Nacho did in order to get the first one. He's also getting the key once again because we need the emeralds, and the emeralds can be gotten in every second stage of the pairs of stages. We have like stage, boss, stage, boss. So in the second stage of those sets, that's where we get the keys. But yeah, with the turtles, there's some pretty cool stuff we can do. The remaining 2 are in these cages, and in order to get them quickly out of the cages, their hitbox fortunately extends out a little bit. So what Nacho can do is use a rocket excel, which has wind physics, to flip the turtle upwards, getting them outside of the cage, and then he uses the homing attack to make his teammates actually target the turtle and then destroy it, rather than having to do it himself. It's quite fast.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah, like I remember, at least for me, when saying, "Man, my teammates are useless," but then I grew up and I still say that. I still say my teammates are useless, but you can make them do useful things from time to time.
You are very much at the mercy of your teammates in this game.
Yep.
They're something special. But yeah, another bonus stage. In order to get into these bonus stages, once again, you need the keys, and you need to actually bring them to the end of the stage. The keys kind of act like rings. If Nacho takes damage at any point, he loses the key, needs to get another key. There's more than 1 key per stage, but with how quickly we beat some of these stages, there's not really many good opportunities to get more than 1 sometimes. Sometimes we have backups. But also, Nacho is going to be getting the right keys and all that kind of stuff. This is the next boss fight. It's just a team fight against a different kind of team. In this case, it's going to be Team Dark. Their inputs are based on your inputs, essentially. So you can manipulate them into doing certain things. The AI is always the same on the first load. Unfortunately, Nacho did not get the manipulation shadow that we usually go for, so he's having to instead just do it normally, essentially.
Okay.
Just use attacks to throw them off. But
I
yeah,
got
it can be
mercy.
very chaotic just because of how they're...
I got mercy
gotta-
because team
you
fights
got
on
mercy.
PC. Team fights on PC are infinitely harder than console because the speed formation in all of the characters, it doesn't matter if it's enemy or yours, can't be knocked out.
Yep. Yeah, once again, speed formation is not finished in the PC version, and as a result, speed characters cannot be stunned. That also accounts for the other team. More importantly, though, we have Casino Park. The mission is to get 200 rings. We can try the slot machines and get lucky, or we can rig the slot machines so that we do not have to get lucky. So, don't worry about how Nacho got up, but we're at the slot machines. Shoot your teammates into the slot machines, hover above the entrance, they will get stuck, go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, cycle through every option, and there you go. That's how we get the rings. Nacho's having to do it like a little bit trickily because he was a little bit too high for the glitch to work.
I got that accidental IFG.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Exactly.
And then I got a frame
the one frame trick off of the off of the thing. There were so many accidental tricks in that happening.
Yeah,
I cannot begin to explain them all.
And both of them were it's really hard to perform. That's a speedrunner luck for you.
Yeah. No, but the initial way he got up there is by abusing the way pinball physics work. He did a set of moves in order to launch Charmy into the air. Whenever you're on a pinball table, you move to where that character is rather than that character coming to you. That's the basic thing. So, Bingo Highway, once again, we have another mission where we need to get 10 out of the 20 available chips. We do not mean potato chips, but you do not actually get to hear that voice line because we're playing in Japanese. But yeah, some of these chips are unfortunately on the bingo tables themselves. The easiest way to get that is to have like one of the characters get on to the table solo. Which can be done in several ways, like either with the flight formation to get Vector on there, or with SPO, because SPO has the ability to turn invisible whenever he does his tornado attack, the leaf swirl, which is a very easy way to get SPO onto the board alone. And then because of the way that switching formations on the tables work, you can very easily call that particular teammate back to where the rest is by just switching back to the characters that are on solid ground and then just kind of not interact with the rest of the table. Alrighty. So this is definitely one where you can kind of get hit at the end, so that makes it kind of scary in this particular category where we need the keys. There's also some of the bingo, the pinball mechanics do not really work all of that well. I'll be honest. Every time you hit an object, it's just it recenters your controls a bit, and so every time you hit something, you need to readjust the way you're controlling the character. Center of gravity changes. It's a whole mess.
Yeah, sometimes like.
But we're already done with it.
Yeah, sometimes you like hit a wall and then you lose your speed. It's like sub-pixels, but in 3D Sonics. Like if you run classic Sonic, you know about sub-pixels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I kind of cut in with a bid war announcement?
Ooh.
Absolutely.
There is a new bid war that opened up for Peggle Extreme. You can do the file name bid war. You get 4 options. There's NB Claude, Toasty Jimmy, option 4, love that one, and Half-Life 3. I love all those 4 names.
I need option 4.
I need option 4 as well.
I need option 4.
The best part is that
I need option 4 because I just love it.
Help me out
I need option 4 because it was the option 3.
yes, you gotta confuse people with that. And it closes at the beginning of Peggle Extreme. But you heard that, guys. We need to get option 4 because it's the 3rd option because it's funny. Ha 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 ha. Funny things.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is a boss fight, by which we mean it's just robots. It's just waves of robots. And this is where I'm going to explain a little bit more about how getting level ups works, because there's very consistent ways, like hitting a checkpoint in the stage with a particular character that will level up that particular character. There's fixed level up drops, like items that you can pick up. We don't have any of that in this particular boss fight. Instead, all we really have is the robots themselves. Every 5th robot you destroy, a level up will drop for either of the 2 formations that you are not in when you destroy the robot, which is very unnecessarily confusing, but that's how it works. If you destroy it with speed formation, you cannot get a level for speed formation, only for flight or for power, and it's like a 50-50. So by making sure Nacho destroys like certain robots with certain characters, he essentially increases his chance of getting the level ups he wants. And then with chaotics, in order for them to be the most useful, you really do need a lot of level ups, especially in Robot Carnival. You need level 2 Charmy to deal with the flying enemies quickly. You need level 3 SPO to deal with the wave of turtles quickly, so that you can like flip them and instantly destroy them. And you need Vector to deal with the final 2 waves quickly using his finisher. Nacho got all of them. It's all good.
Yeah.
The strat here is just get good luck, Lamau.
Yeah. Like some other things, like get the easier, like for example, hey, with Team Solid you just need Knuckles level 2 and Tails level 2. Okay, Big, you need Cream level 2 and Big level 1. Okay, and you even have a Team Blast that gives you all levels. So yeah, Team Dart, okay, it can be tricky, but hey, you can use Team Blast to manage because Team Blast animation is short. And then you have Team Chaotix, where you need the most complicated levels up for every single way.
Yeah. And then an extra complex set of backup strats for whenever you don't get the good luck. So there's so many backup strats as well for when you get the bad luck. But backup strats can only do so much. Just get lucky. Alrighty. So now we're in Real Canyon. It is a canyon. It has rails in it.
No way.
It's a can of beans. It's a can of beans. There's beans in it. But that gives us a good opportunity to explain the real mechanics in this game. You can hold the action button to start grinding. And whenever you do that, when it does like a little wind up where you get a little burst of speed. And with that burst of speed, you accelerate faster, essentially. So the strat is switch formations rapidly between power and speed to trigger that initial grinding animation extra. The other strat is, because there's so many inclines on all of these rails, is just glide with Vector and you will go wherever you want.
I didn't mean to ultra there, but hey, if it works, it works.
This stage is wonderful on PC because there's just so many ultra glides, and there's anything that inverts your gravity, be it like a ramp or a loop, the loop, which there are lots of on the rails, it can be used in order to start an ultra glide. It's literally as simple as have inverted gravity in some way, and then do a glide, which normally resets your gravity, but that reset doesn't work properly on PC. That's basically all it is.
Yeah, not like boost that requires you to need to frame perfect hit, the speed, character formation, make the enemy face that way, face your way between invisible walls.
Exactly. The console versions have their own very big broken glitch called bob boosting. That's like quantum physics compared to ultra gliding. And that doesn't mean that the ultra glides are easy, because it's sometimes very hard to get off of the rails, the loops, the inclines, all that kind of stuff, because the game kind of tries to tie you down to them in order to make sure you will fall off. That's why the gravity is inverted in the first place. So it can be hard to actually get that without accidentally already resetting your gravity in the process, because you want the glide to do that. Otherwise, you can't get the ultra glide. That's basically how it works. The mission here was just to get to the end, by the way. It's that's all it is. Just get to the end of the stage.
Yeah, but I mean,
But yeah.
the quality, like the difficulty curve of the mission is going to be like going higher up. Like for example, like Ocean Palace was like your introduction to reach to the end of the goal missions, and this one is like reach to the end, of reach the goal, but it's slightly harder. You know, like difficulty curve. Everyone.
Exactly. And honestly, the rail mechanics, Nacho makes them look easy. They do not actually work that well. If you try to switch between rails, you better know for sure that the spot you're trying to do it in works properly. Otherwise, you might be dead. That's literally just trial and error. You just gotta know. You just gotta know. That's all. Anyway, we have Bullet Station now. Bullet Station, you gotta get or destroy 30 of the 50 total capsules right here, and it's sort of the first ones. It's like, I don't know, there's some funky routing here and there in which capsules you get and which capsules you skip. You mostly don't skip a whole lot, except for a part where there's like a little bobsled section, which is slow, because then you're stuck in a bobsled. So we try to not do that and instead use other mechanics to kind of like surpass it and get some later things. But right now, Nacho is just kind of like, for the time being, getting every capsule that he's coming across. The capsules can only be destroyed with power character vector, so that's what we're doing. And yeah, we also have these poles. We've had them before, but just to explain, you need some kind of wind physics to latch onto them to kind of send you flying. That can be a tornado move that SPO has. It can be a rocket excel where the teammates push SPO forwards very quickly, but it can also be a level 3 homing attack from SPO, so that's that kind of stuff. We also have door clips in this game. It's a Sonic game. We're gonna clip through things. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's just build up speed, and then once you get close to it, either roll or switch to flight formation. They all work differently. They're extra easy on PC too, for some reason.
Yeah. This version can be easy, you know, but also hard. There is a lot of strats that are PC exclusive, but not because or PC viable compared to strats that are console viable, just because how broken PC is. Like, for example, I know that console has some door clips set up to make them easier. On PC, the strat is just clip through the door, Lamau.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, the way Nacho is going to be skipping past the bobsled section is to just use one of Charmy's flowers. It's there actually to serve as a way back for if you missed any of the capsules on the bobsled that you want to get. We're instead going to be using it as a way forward. That's basically it. So I would say for the remainder of the stage, if our host has anything and they want to plug, go right ahead.
Well, I just want to say about that bid word. That bid word is still open. I really want option 4 because I think it's funny. I think it's great. Very well thought out. Option 4 needs to win because I think that'd be an awesome file name. But
the nice thing is that these also go to the milestone incentives, one of which we have going to unlock last story.
Yes. Yes, because every donation made, it goes towards a bid war. It'll actually go towards the incentive for the end of this run. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. You get to go towards the file name, which you're obviously going to put option 4, because that's correct. And then you also get to go towards the incentive. And we get a third thing. It also goes all towards Girls Makes Games Scholarship Fund. So, I mean, it's a win-win-win there. Everywhere is a win.
You are telling me it's a 3-for-1 offer? No way! That's incredible.
I'm told.
Eat your heart out, Wendy's. Try and top that. I don't know why I'm calling out Wendy's. I love Wendy's. I wish they were here. We don't have Wendy's where I'm from.
Really? That's interesting.
Oh yeah, they're US only.
Huh.
Say it.
I've never had Wendy's.
That's okay. We all need character flaws. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Emeralds, this video game, yes.
Yeah.
So as you can see in the previous Emerald stage, some of these twists and turns of the stages do actually make it quite hard to catch up to the Emeralds. My goodness. We have a boss fight here as well. The idea with the boss fight is that you once again, like the first boss fight, you call it back. It's like you can chase it down. Chasing is slow. Get them to come to you. Easy peasy. Just move backwards, wait until they're far enough away, and bam, there he goes. Comes right back to you. This time it's the first boss, but with 2 additional things to destroy. And that is actually a little harder than it looks because Vector is one of the worst power characters in the game. He has very little damage frames and invulnerability frames on his attacks, so you really gotta mash very quickly to get the attacks out fast enough, or you will get hit and he will knock you off the stage.
Yeah, I actually.
That was a good fight. Whew. All right, so the next stage is going to be Frog Forest.
Yeah, I love frogs. Do you love frogs?
I love frogs.
Yeah.
Big frog guys. The mission here is to not get spotted by the frogs, but that's okay because frogs don't have eyes, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, frogs don't have eyes, but I don't have hands, it seems. Okay, there it is.
That's okay. I often don't have hands. It happens to the best of us, man.
By the way, I'm not reading the menu. I don't even know what the words are in the menu. I just know it because of memory.
Exactly.
I don't know Japanese. Yeah.
This is the thing that Nacho is doing in the pause menu is another thing that is only on PC. They actually brought back different camera modes, so he can do auto cam or free cam. Free cam is very useful for looking downwards, where the auto cam would usually kind of like not know what to do, where to look, because, well, look at where we are. We're like way high up in the air. There's no way the auto cam is going to work properly there. But fortunately, PC also brings free cam, which brings you back quite easily. This last section is scary. Yeah, no, that was really good. That thing at the end where he turned invisible, that's the actual way the game wants you to go, like unnoticed. But our way is funnier because you just glitch all over the stage or just walk behind them because they don't have eyes in the back of their head. Very good. Yeah, you also really gotta make that cycle on that robot to have its spikes out for the quickest death for gamer route to have, you know, part of its actual time save. Otherwise, you have to fall all the way down into the water in order to take a death to go back. That's so smart. Why did I not think of that? Just cancel the homing attack. Easy peasy. Nacho's hooking me up with the strats. Yeah, that's the problem. It's very, very good though that the key is right there. No time at all to potentially get hit and lose it, unless the Chow suddenly got hands. Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, that's Lost Jungle. You gotta get 10 of the 20 Chow, and there's just a lot of really fast ones, especially at the back of the stage, which you got to with the with the flower once again. These special stages do get progressively harder as there get more and more bombs in it. Yeah. More obstacles, less turns, basically. Yeah, on console you just hold left. It's so unfair. On console you just hold left. Oh. Unless you're playing on the European version, then you're just sad. Because then holding left doesn't work. But it's okay, we have other ways to go fast. I recently found out that apparently some of the switches that you've been hitting to like open the door and stuff can despawn. I did not know that. Yeah. I don't know what causes it, but it is a thing. As for the actual stage, we gotta get keys, but this time it's not the keys for the bonus stage, because we don't care about the bonus stage. This is the first stage of the set. We don't care about the bonus key. What we do care about is the keys that we need to beat the actual mission. There's only 10 of them. We need to get all 10. And they're in some tricky spots to actually go fast in. I'd say the hang castle's pretty tricky. But yeah, well, one of the nice things that we can do to speed it up, though, is there's a certain section near the end of the stage that we can skip, because Vector is a bit of a meathead. He is actually the only power character that, for some reason, has a hitbox that you can like stand on for a frame. It's hard to get him into the right position to do it, but there is ways to make that more likely to happen. But it's called the infinite flight glitch, and theoretically you can do it infinitely. If you can get it like in mid-air frequently, you can go wherever you want in the stage. There is like entire 30-minute videos of people going through the entire stage, even the sections that Chaotix doesn't have to be in to get 30, like all of the rings in this stage. It's pretty wild, just to max it out. Yeah. So the way you normally do it at the end here is you do that infinite flight glitch in order to make it up. On PC you can also do wall bounce, because wall bounce is funny. Basically, the reason why it's not working is because I've been explaining infinite flight glitch this whole time, and that's what that way I cursed Nacho. He needed to do either infinite flight glitch or just do it normally. Yeah, you can blame me. I don't mind.
Can I
I'll take one for the team.
a quick second?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say we got a huge raid of people coming in. Hello Raiders, how are you today? Welcome to Completithon 2025. I just wanted to make a quick plug for our incentive
of
the file name for Peggle Extreme. There's those 4 name files, and we have ND Claude, Toasty Jimmy, option 4, which is the correct one, or Half-Life 3. It closes at the beginning of Peggle Extreme. It closes in about, give or take, few hours, but I'm so excited to see all the file names, like which it's going to be. I really hope it's going to be option 4, which is because it's funny, please. But we also have our 3-for-1 win. If we do the bid war, it also goes towards the incentive for the end of this run. And then in all, for the 3rd win, it goes for our charity, which is Girls Make Games. Come on. We can do it, chat. I know we can.
Oh, we absolutely can do it because this is our buddy Argik, and if Argik's good at anything, it's raising money for charity. So thank you very much for the raid, Argik. You're great. Yeah, basically remember that 50-50 that I was talking about. You have 2 chances to get that 50-50, and otherwise you're going to be sad for this entire hallway because you have to tornado every single torch individually. It's quite a thing. But fortunately, Nacho got it on the 2nd attempt to get that SPO level, to get him to level 3 in time. It's basically we have to put out all of the red torches in the stage. That is the mission. It's very difficult to optimize. This is casually people's hardest mission generally. I feel the one that's like most not beloved, to put it that way. Yeah, the camera just does not cooperate in many locations, so it makes it very easy to just miss them because the camera doesn't show them to you. Whew, boy. Yeah, so that big move, the big move that Nacho's doing with where they play the instruments, that's the team blast, and that particular animation, due to the Japanese voice lines, lasts longer. It is the only team also where that is the case. Other teams have Team Blast too. They are unaffected by the language. It's only Team Chaotix. What are you talking about? You just got lucky. You know, as long as it gets you there, that works. It absolutely works. Yeah. No, that's a very good safe way. And you want safe. You want safe in this particular stage because again, we need the key. We need the key in order to be able to get the emeralds. If he gets hit, then no key, and we sad. That's basically how it works. But it's okay. We're not sad. We're very happy to be here. Very happy to be raising money for charity. Yep. Alrighty. So yeah, this is the not the last emerald, but almost last emerald. I forget what the word for that is. I'm great at English. Don't worry about it. Yeah, yes, 6 emerald 6. That's the word for it. It's not what I was going for. Penultimate. Penultimate is what I was looking for. The fancy word. Yeah. Chat had my back. It's all good. Penultimate. Also, yeah, there's a funny frame that you can do at the intro cinematics of these particular wave boss fights. There's one frame where you can do an input, and then the models for the second half of the cutscene get kind of messed up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is going to be once again be flipping the dice in order to get a yeah. This one's not as heavy. We need level 2 Charmy and we need level 3 Vector. We don't really care about Espio on this one, so it's not as punishing. Plenty of opportunities to get stuff, but just get lucky. Just get lucky. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is mainly gonna level 3 Espio. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna hope Nacho gets more level ups and then we're good. In the meantime, Tabby, what you got for us?
I do have one donation for $12.34 from Frisbee7398. Thank you for your donation. But
Awesome.
we don't got much time, everyone. We do not have much time to make it to the incentive. We don't have much time. Keep donating. ! Donate in chat so you can get your donations in. We want to get that 3 for 1. We want to get to see that incentive. We want to be able to do the file names because only option 4 is the correct one to me. And we raise money for Girls Make Games. The
I
3
feel like
for
we
1
shouldn't be
is
rigging. I feel like we shouldn't be rigging Pid Wars. I feel like we should be unbiased here. Actually, that's not true. I'm a commentator. I can be biased. I feel like the host should be unbiased. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fun. I would do the same thing if I was the one hosting. I love option 4. All right. Yeah, no, lots of fights here. Lots of robots to go through. Honestly, they give Chaotic some of the worst sets of robots. Alright, we have official confirmation from the producer. Hosts are allowed to be biased. We're in the clear. Let's go. Option 4. Woo!
Phew. My boss gave me the clear.
I love the Team Blast. There's a funny side effect of the Team Blast that I haven't mentioned because it wasn't relevant until now, and that is that every enemy you destroy gives a random ring box from it can be like 5 or 10 or 20, which is very convenient because that immediately ticks back the Team Blast meter up again. It's like rings that you get tick it up, actions that you do tick it up, but as a result, it's just like bam, immediately because of the amount of robots we destroyed with the first Team Blast, we have another Team Blast for the second one. It's great. Yeah, I'd like to think it's just remember that you have a Team Blast, please, because those waves really are very, very mean. Those hammer robots with helmets, they take forever to do without a Team Blast. You gotta like get their helmet off first, and then only on the top of their head are they vulnerable. It's dire. We're close enough to space. If we were playing Team Dark, they would be talking about space, so it's close enough. But yeah, this is Eggfleet, and Eggfleet is very funny on PC because you get to do a lot of very funny ultra glides to move between the various ships and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of skip all of it. Really, it's quite good. Also, yeah, these ships do have a bunch of collision on the side as well. It's just very convenient because otherwise we'd have to like defeat robots to open a bunch of gates or run out or hit switches, that kind of stuff. But instead, we can just go on the sides of the ships, or ultra glide, either or, really. There's many good ways to do it. Exactly. So the main mission here that Nacho was saying is that we cannot get spotted by the robots. Most of them, that's not really a problem, especially the ones that are just kind of like walking around. They just kind of have an area around them that they can see you in. As long as you're not in the area, you can attack them and all that kind of stuff, and they probably won't notice you. It's fine. The ones that you have to watch out for is the sleeping ones that Nacho got spotted by, because one of the teammates decided, hey, how about I just attack this sleeping robot and wake it up, and that instantly gets you spotted. It's quite unfortunate. Yeah, learning how to manage your teammates that are flying around all over the place is definitely a skill in and of itself when speedrunning this game. Yeah. One of the funny things about PC is if you switch formations while on an incline, it will sometimes just pop you into the air and kill all of your momentum. It's pretty great. Also, shoutouts to PC version for that wall bounce near the end there. That's really good. That means you don't have to worry about the laser cycle at all, and just fly, just go up there. It's easy. No, that's me. I'm jealous. I'm that one runner. My goodness. Alrighty, final fortress, which means final stage is going to be over real quick. That's the last stage. Then we have one more emerald to get, and then we have one more boss to do. So what we need in this particular stage is keys. There is, once again, actual keys, not bonus keys, actual keys. There's 10 of them in total. We get 5. We do a little bit of a funny route to get the 5 fastest ones. Mainly, it's like some of the parts that we are there are supposed to be like, hey, go to the end of the stage and then circle back around, and then you can get some extra keys here. And it's like, we can do that, or we can just get them now. Nacho did have to go out of the way to get a bonus key as well in order to get to the special stage to get the last emerald. But thanks to Infinite Light Glitch, again, standing on Vector's meatball head, we could just kind of fix that easy. Not a problem, not a problem. I love losing time due to Japanese voices. That ultra glide sounded a bit Spanish there, buddy. Alrighty. Yep. Woo! I blinked. I mean, I needed to. I needed to blink. Okay, sure. Anyway, we have the final boss fight to worry about. We're gonna be in a jam, boys. Yeah. The strat here is to get 2 of the fixed pickups that will level Charmy up to level 2, which will allow him to do damage. Then we just do damage during this chasing sequence where he does not ever use his shield, and then just thunder shoot his center until he's gone. And time is very soon. Yeah, but even if you don't get a 1 cycle, it's pretty easy to get them in a quick time. There we go. GG's.
GG's on time.
Absolutely. Sonic Heroes. Absolutely. No, that was good. I always like seeing this game shown off. So good job, Nacho. Oh right, we had a whole plot thing about that we were fighting Eggman, but it wasn't actually Eggman. Yeah, no, it was actually Metal Sonic. It was kind of forgot to keep track of that.
このわしが世界の支配者になった暁には命の恩人として世界の半分をやってもよい。てめえ出世笑いとはいい度胸じゃねえか。覚悟。わあ、ちょっと待って、貴様だ。話を聞かんか。
There's just something about it that just keeps you coming back to it, even though it bullies you relentlessly. I get it. Sadly, I believe we are not going to be seeing Supersonic today. All right. Any last thoughts, Mr. Nacho? Well, thank you so much for having me. It's always nice. It's been very wonderful to see you just gradually get better and better and better at this game. And here you go. During this run, you were now teaching me stuff. It's been great. So yeah, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. I believe that's all from us.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Completithon 2025. My time here is done for today. So I'm going to be handing it off to the Valiant Son.
Thank you so much, Tabby. And chat, can we get a round of applause for Tabby holding down the fort for us, stepping in to cover that shift? Absolutely lovely work as we continue to raise money for Girls Make Games.
Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys around. I will be back tomorrow. So bye, everybody.
In chat, good news. We're rolling into some really fun. I mean, we've been watching some really fun games, but I'm really excited about these upcoming games that we have on the schedule. We have Diddy Kong Racing as well as Super Mario Sunshine. I get to hang out with all of y'all. And as we get ready for that, I want to remind you that we are raising money for Girls Make Games, which is a charity organization dedicated to making sure that women and girls in the U.S. have access to resources and financial aid to be able to pursue educations and careers in game development and wider STEAM fields. And yes, I said STEAM. That's STEM plus the arts. And I absolutely love that change, and I really, really enjoy, as a mathematician myself, I think the arts definitely belong in that STEM categorization. I think STEAM is super duper awesome, and I'm so glad we're raising money for Girls Make Games, providing tons of resources and scholarship funds as we go. Right now, we do have that active bid war open that is for Peggle Extreme coming up later this evening. That is after Super Mario Sunshine, but you are able to influence, I believe it is the file name. Let me open that up real quick. The file name, viewing the details. Yes, we have a file name bid war for Peggle Extreme. Right now, anyone can take the lead, but it is up to y'all. Make sure that you mark your donations when you open up Tiltify. There is that button to click for a poll, and make sure that you mark things. Right now, our names are NB Claude, Toasty Jimmy, Option 4, and Half-Life 3. And if you may be wondering, hey, Option 4 was 3rd and Half-Life 3 was 4th, you would be right, and I think you should donate and tell us how you feel about that. Exclamation point donate in the chat. In chat, if you're hanging out, reminder that Completithon is a charity event dedicated to completionist speedruns, but not all of these completionist runs mean that we're completing everything. Sometimes we're doing 100%, sometimes we're doing all collectibles, or sometimes we're doing categories where you collect all of a specific collectible. For example, this upcoming run that we have is all trophy races for Diddy Kong Racing, which I'm unsure personally if that means that we're not doing all of the races that are available to us, or if maybe we're specifically trying to get trophies. If you know what's going up with that, please let me know via donation. You can also tell me in chat, but Reminder right now that we are going to be opening up some milestones, and every single donation that you make helps unlock more Marathon. So if you are looking for opportunities as you continue to donate towards our incentives, we are raising money for Girls Make Games and raising money so that we have more video games. And I'm being told that maybe our next run is going to be ready, so don't go far, chat. We'll be right back.